Welcome back to the Expensive Coins History channel, your destination for numismatic knowledge, deep coin history, and the most in-depth guides on rare and valuable coins. Today's focus is a small yet potentially powerful piece of metal, the 2004 P Washington quarter dollar, more specifically, the Wisconsin state quarter. Whether you are a beginner collector or a seasoned investor, this video will walk you through everything you need to know, from its origin story to its surprising value in the current 2025 coin market. Make sure to watch to the end because we'll cover which specific versions of this coin could be hiding in your change and could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In the early 2000s, the United States Mint launched one of the most ambitious and widely celebrated coinage programs in American history, the 50-state quarters program. Spanning from 1999 to 2008, the goal of the program was to honor each state in the order it joined the Union, issuing a unique quarter design for each. In 2004, Wisconsin became one of 5 states to be honored with its own commemorative quarter, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P Mint mark. The 2004 P Wisconsin quarter was produced in very large quantities. Hundreds of millions of coins were released into circulation. But despite this high mintage, certain factors have elevated the interest and potential value of this coin, making it a hot topic among collectors and dealers alike. The design on the reverse of the Wisconsin quarter pays homage to the state's strong agricultural heritage. It features a detailed depiction of a dairy cow, a round of cheese, and an ear of corn. These symbols represent Wisconsin's long-standing identity as America's Dairyland. The state motto, "Forward," is inscribed on a banner, symbolizing Wisconsin's commitment to progress and innovation. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the familiar bust of George Washington, a design originally introduced in 1932 and later modified to meet modern minting standards. This combination of a classic presidential image with state-specific iconography gives the coin both historical and collectible appeal. The 2004 P Wisconsin quarter was one of 2 primary versions minted that year for this state, the other being the 2004 D from the Denver Mint. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 200 million of these coins, ensuring wide distribution across the eastern United States and beyond. For many years, this coin was viewed as just another quarter, common in pockets, purses, and change jars. However, not all 2004 P quarters are created equal. While most were struck according to plan and entered circulation in typical fashion, a small number were minted with certain quirks, varieties, and potential errors. It is this tiny percentage that has dramatically shifted the coin standing in the market. In the average circulated condition, a 2004 P Wisconsin quarter typically holds a value of 25 cents. That's its face value, and that's where most examples of this coin remain. However, as with any coin, the condition and grade play a massive role in determining its true worth. Coins that have never entered circulation, known as uncirculated or mint state coins, are significantly more desirable. In mint state grades like MS 60 to MS 63, the coin might sell for anywhere between $1 and $3. At higher grades such as MS 65 and above, especially with full luster and clean fields, the value can climb to $5 or more. While this may not sound like a fortune, the real surprises come with specific examples of extremely well-preserved coins or those that show unique minting anomalies. Collectors and investors actively seek out these premium pieces, often competing in auctions or private sales to secure them. What truly propels the 2004 P Wisconsin quarter into the limelight is not its ordinary version but the rarities that come from minting errors. While most of the notable extra leaf varieties occurred with the Denver minted version of the coin, the Philadelphia issue is not devoid of interest. There are confirmed examples of Philadelphia-struck quarters from 2004 showing die clashes, die cracks, planchet errors, and even doubling. Though less famous than their Denver counterparts, these coins are extremely collectible due to their scarcity and unusual appearance. For example, a die clash occurs when the dies strike each other without a planchet in place. This results in a faint imprint of the opposing design appearing on each side of the coin. If this occurs on a 2004 Wisconsin quarter, collectors will pay a premium due to the difficulty in finding such anomalies. Another valuable error type is the struck-through error, which happens when foreign material like grease or debris is present on the die at the time of striking. This causes parts of the design to be missing or deformed. In some rare cases, this leads to striking defects that make the coin truly one of a kind. Improperly annealed planchets are another category of error that can make the coin visually unique. When the metal is improperly heated during the minting process, it can result in coins with a golden or discolored appearance. Though visually striking, this error is often subtle and may go unnoticed unless closely inspected. Coins with dramatic die breaks, also known as cut errors, can also be highly desirable. These errors appear as raised lumps of metal due to fractures in the die. When found on 2004 Wisconsin quarters, such die breaks are often sold at a premium. All of these errors can command prices from $50 to several $100 depending on their severity, visibility, and whether or not they are certified by a professional grading service. In today's collecting landscape, which has been reshaped by social media, digital auctions, and an increasing appreciation for tangible assets, coins like the 2004 Wisconsin quarter are more desirable than ever. Numismatics has experienced a renaissance in recent years, with both young and older generations participating in the hobby. Collectors in 2025 are generally looking for coins that fall into one or more of the following categories: uncirculated coins with no visible wear and strong luster, certified coins in grades MS 65 and higher, coins with unique toning or color, documented minting errors or varieties, historical significance or interesting design elements. If a 2004 Wisconsin quarter exhibits any of these qualities, it instantly moves from being common pocket change to a prized collectible. If you're hoping to find a valuable 2004 Wisconsin quarter, there are several practical steps you can take. Start by searching through your change. While rare, it's not impossible to find a high-grade or even error coin in circulation, especially if it has been sitting untouched for years. Focus on coins that have sharp details, clean surfaces, and no obvious signs of wear. Next, consider purchasing uncirculated rolls from banks, auctions, or estate sales. Sometimes, rolls of state quarters contain hidden gems that were never properly examined. Finally, use a magnifier or coin loop to inspect the reverse side of the coin carefully. Pay attention to the corn, the cow's ear, and the field around the lettering. Any unusual bump, scratch, or missing detail could signify an error. If you believe you have found a rare or valuable example, consider submitting the coin to a professional grading company for authentication and certification. A coin that is certified as an error or graded at a high level will fetch significantly more on the open market than one that is raw and uncertified. The 2004 Wisconsin state quarter may not be rare in its most common form, but certain examples, especially those with unique errors or pristine condition, can be worth far more than their face value. The coin serves as a reminder that numismatic treasures can be hiding in plain sight. Whether you're casually checking your change or diving deep into rolls and coin collections, there's always a chance that you'll uncover something truly special. With the growing interest in tangible collectibles and a renewed appreciation for American coinage, the market value of unique quarters like the 2004 will likely continue to rise. So keep your eyes open, check those quarters, and never underestimate what might be sitting in the palm of your hand. We unravel the fascinating story of a coin that many Americans have held in their hands, yet few truly understand: the 1987 Washington quarter dollar. But we're not talking about just any 1987 quarter. This video focuses on the version without a mint mark, commonly referred to as the Philadelphia issue. What makes this coin interesting? How rare is it? What hidden value might it hold in your change jar or your collection? And more importantly, how much is it worth in today's market in 2025? Get comfortable, because we're about to take a deep dive into the captivating world of this seemingly ordinary, but potentially valuable piece of U.S. coinage. The Washington quarter first debuted in 1932, issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse features a stately portrait of the first U.S. president, while the reverse showcases a heraldic eagle, wings spread, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. By the time 1987 came around, the Washington quarter had been in circulation for over 5 decades. The coin was now being struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, an alloy change that began in 1965, when silver was eliminated from circulating coinage due to rising costs. In 1987, quarters were minted at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins struck in Philadelphia traditionally carried no mint mark until 1980. From that year onward, the Philadelphia Mint began using a P mint mark on certain denominations, but notably, quarters in 1987 from Philadelphia still lacked a mint mark. This omission is why they are commonly referred to as no mint mark quarters. In terms of quantity, the 1987 no mint mark Washington quarter was far from rare. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 582 million quarters that year. Denver struck even more, about 655 million with the D mint mark. San Francisco issued a much smaller number, roughly 4.2 million, and these were proof coins intended for collectors rather than circulation. Despite the high mintage, the 1987 no mint mark quarter holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to a combination of historical context, error potential, and high-grade rarity. Most of these coins were released into circulation, used daily for decades, and now bear the typical signs of wear, scratches, dulling, and loss of detail. However, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is an entirely different story. The higher the grade, the rarer the coin becomes. While the coin may be common in general, it becomes exceptionally difficult to locate in mint state 66 or above, particularly with strong luster and perfect strikes. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Grading plays a vital role in determining value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless specimen. A 1987 no mint mark quarter in circulated condition, what you'd typically find in your change, will usually be worth just its face value, 25 cents. These are coins that have seen years of use, been through cash registers, pockets, purses, vending machines, and more, but when you find a 1987 quarter in uncirculated condition, especially one that has been professionally graded as MS65, MS66, or MS67, you enter a different realm of value entirely. At MS63 to MS64, the value may climb to just a few dollars. However, in MS65, the coin might fetch $10 to $20 depending on eye appeal. When you reach MS66, the value can increase significantly, possibly bringing in $50 to $100. At MS67, things get more interesting. Due to the sheer volume of coins minted, very few survive in this ultra-high grade. At this level, coins may command anywhere from $200 to $400 depending on market demand, registry competition, and grading service certification. It's important to understand that the leap in value between MS66 and MS67 is steep because the difference in condition is subtle, yet grading standards become extremely strict. Every microscopic flaw can make the difference between a valuable coin and an ordinary one. Another reason the 1987 no mint mark quarter intrigues collectors is the possibility of error varieties. While these are uncommon, they do exist and can drastically increase a coin's value. Some known errors include off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing due to misalignment during striking; broad-struck coins, which occur when the coin is struck outside the retaining collar, resulting in a flatter, wider appearance; double strikes, where the coin is struck more than once without being properly ejected from the press, creating overlapping images, die clashes, which occur when the dies strike each other without a planchet between them, leaving ghost-like images of the reverse design on the obverse and vice versa, clipped planchets, where a section of the metal blank is missing, resulting in a visibly curved or clipped edge. Depending on the severity and visibility of the error, values can range from a few dollars to several hundred. A dramatic off-center strike or a double-struck example in uncirculated condition can be especially valuable. In the current coin market as of 2025, interest in modern-era coins has seen a resurgence. Younger collectors, online marketplaces, and an increased emphasis on coin registries have all contributed to growing demand, even for late 20th century coins. The 1987 no-mint mark Washington quarter fits into this evolving landscape. While it's not considered rare in general terms, its value rises dramatically in top condition. Collectors building high-grade Washington quarter sets often compete for the finest known examples, which drives up auction prices for MS67 and above. Here's a general breakdown of 2025 values. Circulated examples: face value to $0.50 MS63 to MS64, $3 to $10 MS65, $10 to $25 MS66, $40 to $75 MS67, $200 to $400 or more depending on appeal and market availability. Major errors: $50 to $500 depending on type and condition. Proof coins from San Francisco, while not part of this video's focus, typically range between $5 and $25 depending on grade, and flawless deep cameo proofs can bring in even more. In summary, while millions of these coins were made, only a small fraction remain in top condition today. That scarcity, combined with registry competition and increasing collector interest, continues to push prices higher. So, what should you do if you come across a 1987 no-mint mark Washington quarter? First, inspect it closely. If it's heavily worn, it likely has minimal collector value. But if it shows full detail, strong luster, and no obvious damage, it might be worth setting aside. Consider sending it to a professional grading service to determine its exact condition. For error coins, even a minor anomaly can translate into a surprisingly high price tag if authenticated. Coins like the 1987 no-mint mark quarter remind us that even the most ordinary change can carry extraordinary stories and unexpected value. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more in-depth numismatic content, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode. Have a coin you'd like us to explore next? Drop it in the comments, we just might feature it. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and remember, every coin in your pocket could be a hidden treasure.